Welcome to the video describing the various features of the GSLVSat app installed on your tab to control the GSLV and Satellite interactive models installed on ISRO's Space on Wheels. This video is a follow-up to the video on the step-by-step instructions on how to use the models. Upon clicking the GSLVSat app, you shall be welcomed with a screen saying please power the models. This window shall stay until the models have been switched on or until the tab is connected to the GSLV and Satellite Wi-Fi. Once the Wi-Fi is connected or once the models have been powered on, an initializing screen appears followed by a message stating that the satellite is resetting. The satellite shall now rotate back to its initial position and a screen to select languages automatically appears. On clicking the Select Language button, it takes you to a screen wherein any of the provided languages can be selected. Once a language is selected, you can now move on to the second page. Once the button is clicked, you will now land in the second page, which allows you to either select the GSLV or the satellite for further details. Also, this page includes options such as loop, full show, and a back button. In order to launch the GSLV Mark III page, click the GSLV Mark III Launch Vehicle button. Clicking the image of the launch vehicle does not do anything. Similarly, on clicking the satellite button, the page pertaining to the satellite will open. Upon clicking the loop button, it shall allow the user to play an automated show of the GSLV Mark III followed by the show of the satellite in an infinite loop. In this mode, all the lights of the GSLV will be switched on during the GSLV show, and while the satellite show is running, all the lights of the satellite will be switched on. Please note that the satellite shall also rotate with the lights switched on. While on the loop page, in case the back button is pressed, the system will first reset the satellite to the initial position before moving on back to the select module page. The second option, which is the full show mode, is similar to the loop mode, barring the fact that in the full show mode, the lights of the GSLV and the satellite light up according to the narration being played. Three-stage vehicle with two solid motors of 200 tons each as strap-ons, a liquid propellant core stage of 110 tons and a cryogenic upper stage of 25 tons. The first developmental flight of the GSLV. The attitude and orbit control is very critical for the satellite operation. The gyros, reaction wheels and magnetic torquers are used for keeping the satellite in the required attitude. The liquid approach. It must also be noted that the show of the GSLV followed by the show of the satellite plays only once. Hence, in case the user requires the show to be played only once, then the complete show can be selected, or else the loop mode can be selected to play infinitely. Upon clicking the GSLV Mark III Launch Vehicle button, the user will now enter into the GSLV Mark III page. In the GSLV Mark III page, the introduction of the launch vehicle is narrated on load. The user can also click any part of the launch vehicle, either the part or the label, to explore each section or component of the launch vehicle. An auto light and sound show of the launch vehicle can also be played by clicking the Autoplay Complete Show button below the launch vehicle. Please note this button will be visible only till any part of the launch vehicle is selected. The autoplay mode mentioned here runs a complete narration of the GSLV Mark III vehicle with lights switching on in synchrony with the description. In case the Autoplay Complete Show button is not visible, reload the page by clicking the Start Over button on the top of the page. At any point of time to go back, click the back button. Once the button is clicked, you will land a page which allows you to either select the GSLV or satellite for further details. The last option in the second page is the satellite. On clicking the satellite button, it shall lead you to the satellite page. In the satellite page, introduction of the satellite is narrated on load. In order to explore each part of the satellite, the user must click the Explore button, which is found at the bottom of the page. Upon clicking the Explore button, the user can select either a particular side of the satellite, or he or she could press the Go button to learn more about that particular side. On clicking Go, the user can then click any part of that side of the satellite to know more. On doing so, the narration of that part will play along with illumination of that part of the model.
Dual helix antenna. The dual helix antenna communicates the data.
In order to rotate the satellite, the side button can be clicked. Wait until the satellite model rotates. The main satellite page also has a complete show which runs a complete narration of the satellite with lights switching on in synchrony with the description.
The attitude and orbit control is very critical for the satellite operation. The gyros, reaction wheels and magnetic torquers are used for keeping the satellite in the required attitude.
Upon clicking the Explore button, if in case a page saying loading side of the satellite, please wait, appears for a long time, it indicates either power failure of the system or that the satellite model has been switched off. So make sure the satellite model has been switched on before visiting this page. It must also be noted that the Explore button always starts on the side of the satellite where the previous user left it. The back button once again takes the user to the Select Module page. Thank you for watching this video and hope you enjoyed using the app as much as we enjoyed making it.